my God, Metallica released a new song. My nether rod is rising from the ashes. I can't believe it. Oh my God. There you go. There's your gushing for the entire video. The last time Metallica released a single was this video, and that was the beginning of the end of my dignity. But seriously, that was the first video of mine that actually took off and went anywhere. It's still one of my most viewed videos. Now, let's check out Metallica's new track. All right, don't know if that's actually a part of the track or not, or if it's just part of the video. Either way, I like the ambiance. It would actually be cool if Metallica leaned more into doing effects and things and try and update what they're doing a little bit more. But some people would really hate that, I suppose. Everyone hates the Black Album and Load and Reload, and those are 3 of the most digestible Metallica albums out there. Either way, just thought it was sonically worthy of note. Okay, first thing I'm thinking, I mean, on the surface level, yes, it's like mega evil doing that chromatic walk down. There, I got a guitar somewhere. Like, that's fun. I think the biggest part of what makes that riff work so well is the tone. I mean, undeniably, the bass and guitar tone are succulent, delicious. And the drum part supplements it really well too, adding that extra attack and snap coming out of the snare, doing mostly snare hits on there. Yeah, it's got a nice flavor. I dig. Now, putting this in context of Metallica, it's like, I don't know. I've heard stuff like this a bunch on Death Magnetic, happened a lot on Hardwired. Maybe this is just this era of Metallica and how they're expressing themselves. It's definitely mean, like it forces you. This doesn't feel super fresh. Okay, first thing I'm thinking here, the drums are overkill. Their freaking cover that they did of Motorhead. Like, it's the exact same groove, but just better production. You know, same thing. So that's Metallica going back to their new wave of British heavy metal type of sound that was really the roots of what they got into. And on Kill 'Em All, how they took that sound, got thrash out of it, and kind of didn't do something strictly thrash and didn't do something strictly British new wave. And it was pretty cool. This to me screams Hit the Lights. I think it's even the same key. You know, back when it was all about motorcycles and leather, right? That's the same type of thing they're trying to capture here. I think they're doing it well. It's just kind of like, well, again, it's not super fresh, but it's not terrible. I think Hit the Lights riff is better, but I would say the rhythmic pulse and flow of this song has a little more interest to me. Okay, I'm listening to this. Those drums are so clearly not Lars playing. There's zero chance. Now, they may have recorded Lars playing drums, but there is zero doubt in my mind they edited the like Beat Detective straight up put him exactly on the grid and then just replaced every single hit that he did. There's zero chance that's his performance. I listened to enough of Lars playing, and I know that he is not quite up to snuff of where he used to be. That kick is way too consistent in velocity. The snare tone is awesome. I mean, I guess the reason why I'm saying it's not Lars is because the drums sound fantastic, to the point where it almost sounds like they got some like fantastic drum library and just did that instead. It sounds awesome, but an awesome drum library. I mean, having said that, this is the best the drums have sounded in a long time, maybe ever. This may be the best drum production to compete with like the Black Album, frankly. The drums sounded really good. Riff wise, it's fine. I've had a thing with Hetfield over the last few decades of how he chooses to write melodies over riffs. Like it's like it's a fine metal riff. It's got some thrashiness to it. Again, a little British new wave. Nothing crazy, but it's what they do. I feel like it's a decent vocal melody over the wrong riff. But we're about to come up on some hooks here, so let's fret not. No pun intended, James, you silly man. Great. Excellent. Here, I'm going to repeat that over and over again. That is a great, simple pre chorus. I think that has a lot of effect, and it's arguably the simplest part of the song thus far. Right here. That's classic Metallica, and I think that's probably the best executed part of this entire song. You know, just sitting there on the flat six, and then dip down a half step to the five, and then they have the great vocal hook with the harmony below it, basically emphasizing it more than where we were in the verse. Full speed or nothing, full speed or nothing. You know, it's a great way of bringing things up while you have contrary motion of the chords going down, you have the vocals going up, giving you this rise in tension. Not only that, but we're hitting the five, which is also its own tension. It's like really well crafted, very simple. And then we go to Not Æterna. Now, Jamie of, I believe it was Jamie of Jamie Slays, if I'm remembering correctly from our texting. He said that reminded him of Sabracadabra, and I think that's an interesting call out. I think the vocal production on this reminds me most of Garage Incorporated. Right here. You know she made me feel alright. I'm pretty sure it's the same note, and it's a very similar contour on the way up. It is the same note. I love the reverb they threw on his voice there too. Because like it also mimics what you're seeing on the screen, where he's backing up away from the mic and you're getting more room there, and it makes it feel more epic at that spot. Really, okay. The production on this arguably is the best since Load and Reload, probably. Garage Incorporated was like really good and solid, like the last time they had legitimately great production. But I would say it was also pretty bland, but also that fit the vibe of what that album was about. It was about them in a garage doing cover songs, which is like totally cool. This has some great polish to it and some nice subtle choices that accentuate the badassery, the emotion. Now, am I taken with this song? No, definitely not. Now, I will say, in my opinion, this is better than anything that was on Hardwired. This is them digging really deep into their Kill 'Em All era, but I think giving it a modern polish, and I think that's not the freshest thing in the world, but kind of does justice to what the heart of what Metallica was back in the day. I think that's pretty cool. And just a whole lot of repetition. That doesn't interest me very much. I don't think I don't think it's a great riff, personally. It feels very old hat, and they're really leaning on that as the theme, the driving essence, the balls, the hormones, you know, and I don't think it quite gets me there. Just a word about the music video. The music video looks fucking great. It doesn't even look like it was that expensive, honestly. It just looks really cool and really well done. It's sleek, it's modern, but at the same time, it's just them in a room, nothing crazy, no dumbass story. It looks like it fits the song too. I mean, really well done. Honestly, really, really well done. All right, we're gonna skip ahead to the guitar solo here. All right, adding some stops to break it up. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Somebody was paid to listen to that and go, guys, that's the one. How? How did I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, I've seen enough video evidence over the last few years to suggest that Kirk might just not have it anymore. There is a group of people who believe he never had it in the first place. That's fine. I don't subscribe to that necessarily. But undoubtedly, it just definitely is like, feels like a bit of a fall from grace. And I feel terrible saying that because, I mean, I grew up loving Metallica. They were my favorite band for a decade of my life. The solo just felt really sloppy, unimaginative, not even like the phrasing was really weird, going to a Dorian place for no reason. It didn't feel raw. Okay, it felt real. But it didn't feel intimidating. It didn't feel dangerous. It just felt bleh. I wish I could get away with this. Like it legitimately sounds like me at 14 years old trying to improvise over top of a Metallica song. I'm really disappointed with it, I will say. This is hands down the worst part of the song. God bless Kirk. Those visuals look fucking sick, dude. Right here. That looks awesome. Like a LSD kaleidoscope with like laser something. I don't know. It looks fucking great. The bum 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 dun 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 dun. That's literally been done before in what song was it? Is that Hit the Lights? It's literally Hit the Lights. Hit the lights! And if we go back, I guess you technically can't sue yourself. It's Old Man Hit the Lights because they had to slow it down by like 30 BPM. I mean, it fits the song. I mean, most of the song is basically just Hit the Lights anyway, right? Like a modern interpretation of it. That one out of all of them definitely seems the most like, whew. Yeah, just all in all, I don't love the transition back, but it's not terrible. Oh, just more of the chromatic riff. I think it's cool to bring that back. Okay, yeah, that feels like a live Metallica performance. Blum, 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 and then the trash can. Yeah, like that feels like a live Metallica performance. I'm happy they captured that kind of attitude. That's cool. Does this song excite me? Not really. It has exciting moments that I think are pretty cool. And there's like aspects of it that I love, like the production. The drums sound fabulous. And I know for sure that's not Lars playing it. But all in all, it didn't give me something new to be excited about. I mean, if it was on, it'd be like, all right, cool. You know, if I'm not paying attention to it, it's like, yeah, all right, this is some decent metal. There's nothing about it that was annoying. It never really lost momentum. Nothing felt completely awkward except the guitar solo. But the rest of the instrumentation through there felt really smooth anyway, so it's like, whatever, I can ignore that. Still, my opinion is better than anything off of Hardwired. This has me interested to hear another single. This has me interested to see if there's anything else on this album I might actually enjoy. Metallica albums for me has kind of been like Saint Anger, Death Magnetic, Hardwired, and it just seems like the trend has been downward, and it's going back up a little bit though. So I mean, I have a little bit of hope, you know? I mean, I hope for the best. I'm not getting excited about it, but I mean, it'd be really cool to have a Metallica album I enjoy again. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, or don't really give a shit. Fucking bye.